it's Jonathan again. I'm actually here with another one of Bixpy's adapters that they have put out recently. This one is actually called the V-arm steer adapter, and essentially all it is a a steering adapter piece to go on any up to 1 inch shaft. Now looking here, it'll expand out some. You can always probably use a longer bolt there, but this is made stock for any adapter, a pole adapter that is up to 1 inch. So this is what you're going to get in the kit. These two, and then of course you'll get the Bixpy installation guides, all of the videos and installations and any type of manuals, material, anything like that is on their website. So you can go check that out if you have any other questions or need any other assistance, or you can just leave it down in the comments and I can try to help you out. But like I said, this is all you get in the package. So we'll go ahead and start here, and really all we're going to do is we're going to start by putting these on here and just making sure they're tight. Let me see if I can find my wrench. Yep, this is a 7/16 wrench. So all I'm going to do is tighten these up on here. Alright, so the completed adapter by itself, of course, will just look like this. We'll go to the back of the kayak and I'll show you what it looks like on one of Bixpy's pole adapters for the Bixpy unit. Of course, I've mentioned before, this can go on a trolling motor shaft if you have one on your particular kayak, so you don't necessarily have to use this with any of the Bixpy products. Of course, it's nice if you buy the Bixpy unit and some of their adapters, but if you do need something such as this for your trolling motor, it'll work great. If you're using a hand steer or possibly a foot control steering, you can still hook those up to this. You can put it back on the shaft either this way or this way, just depending on what works better for you and how much clearance you have. But like I said, we'll go back to the back of the kayak and we'll see what it looks like back there. And alrighty, now that we're back at the back of the kayak, I'm going to show you how to put this plate on. All you're going to need is the same 7/16 wrench and a Phillips head screwdriver. So I will start by taking one of these lock nuts off, and then I'll just hold on to that bolt for right now. And as you can see here, it slips right around. Let me unscrew some of this so that it'll fit around there, right? And I'm just testing here to see if I have enough room, so when I pull the Bixpy out of the water, I'm going to see if anything's going to hit, and it doesn't look like anything's going to hit there. So I'm going to put that back down, and I'm going to start tightening some of these down. That's pretty much it. Like I said, from this point, if you're using foot steering, you may want to move it somewhere else. Of course, with my particular setup, this is a FeelFree Lure 11.5. I do have the beaver tail rudder on here, so I don't have I don't plan on taking that off. I have used the universal steering adapter from Bixpy on here. It works great. I actually have the overdrive on this particular kayak, so the beaver tail rudder back here is my main source of steering when I'm not using the Bixpy. But when I am using the Bixpy, I like using either the hand control or the pole steering option, which I have in one of my previous videos, if you all want to go check it out. So at this point, we are done with this. You can see that it's not slipping any there. Alright, so now you can see from here, after I put the V-arm steer on the steering adapter. Of course, I flipped it over. You can use it either way, but since my cables are coming a little lower, and where this mount is, this power pole mount is actually sitting, you can see it kind of comes up a good amount. So I just flipped it over and made it so that these eyelets are on the bottom. But basically, all I'm going to do here is, instead of using a carabiner right now, which you can, since this is a temporary solution, you can, or what I'm doing is actually just tying it off. There you go, there's one. And up there, my hand control rudder is set so that it's in the middle of the steering. And then this is all lined up in the center. So I'm going to do this on both sides. So let me get this other one here. Alright, so now that I've run the rudder cables, I'll just show you. And you can see that it has a long tag right now. Like I said, I'm not putting this in the water right now just like this. I'll adjust it, but this is essentially what we're going to do. There's the V-arm adapter, and then I'll show you. I have the cables going all the way up here to where I put in the hand control from Bixpy. This mount right here, you know, the ability to attach it to pretty much any shaft within that 1 inch to possibly 1 1/4, you know, and then rig it up so that you can either use something such as, you know, this, which these cables go to the beaver tail rudder, or any other type of rudder, or if you want to use, you know, some other type of steering mechanism or cable system that you come up with. This V-arm adapter is a great addition to not only the Bixpy, any of the Bixpy mounts, or, you know, any other thing. So if you all have any questions, comments, you know, feedback, just let me know. Leave a comment down in the comment section, and I can answer any of them or get back to you on, you know, anything. And if you all find that, you know, if anything works better for you, let me know. All right, thanks.